Just really pleased with our players' effort, their energy they played with, the attention to detail and focus. The third game in 4 days. I thought getting off to a great start was huge for us. We had some monster individual performances, but overall, I thought our defensive effort was really good. We were concerned coming in their last 2 games. Edwardsville had hit 21 threes at 47%, and we're really scoring the ball at a high level. So I thought our guys were really good, taking away the three-point arc, fouled a little too much there in the first half. But all in all, pleased with the win and really proud of our players' effort and energy that they've been able to sustain this weekend.
Is there anything that KJ is not doing well at this point?
No, he's been awesome. I mean, you look at these last 11 games, he's been incredibly consistent. He's scoring the ball at a high level in the post. He's working hard without the basketball. Clearly shooting it well from behind the three-point arc. He's just been awesome. 28 and 14 again tonight. Really excited about the way he's progressing as the season goes on.
The other night you talked about the offense being as efficient as it has been. This is if I'm correct, this is the fifth time in 6 games that you guys have shot over 50%. Do you attribute that to just better shot selection or just the offense just clicking?
Well, I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but number one, we're not turning the ball over at a ridiculous rate as we did earlier in the season. I think secondly, our execution is much improved. We've become a better screening team. The ball moves a lot more, and I think also it helps a lot of the open shots we were missing earlier in the year. We've been stepping up and knocking those down at a high clip. And I think the emergence of the three-point shooting of Chico, Tevin, and KJ has really opened up the spacing on the court for us. And then I'd also think just improved overall, recognizing changing defenses. I thought tonight against their 3-2 zone, which we haven't seen a ton of this year, I thought our guys did a really nice job of attacking, overloading the zone, and making the extra pass that led to a lot of open shots and scoring opportunities for our players.
We talked about keeping that effort up from Friday into Saturday, and then 2 days later, you guys did it again with a third convincing win. How have these guys been able to to keep that energy level up through this crazy stretch?
I think overall it's just the improvement of our team. I just think we've gotten a lot better over these last 11 games. I think our team, a lot of the things that we really value, hard work, toughness, unselfishness, accountability, I think we've made huge strides in those areas. And the byproduct of that is you see improved play on the court. Really a lot of fun to watch. The unselfishness our guys are playing with. 22 assists today, only 8 turnovers. Was really proud of the team win.
You talked about the three-point defense being prided on that. What specifically are you guys doing when it comes down to holding these teams like this? And is it just closing out or some?
Well, some of it's schematic if you look at how we've played the last 4 years, but then ultimately it just comes down to ultimate effort from everybody. I think not just the guy who's guarding the ball, or the guy who's defending the ball screen, trying to defend as a team. And I think we've made a lot of improvements in those areas. Still have a lot of work to do. But I think you see us making more what we call multiple effort plays at the defensive end of the floor. And I think that's been a big key for our improvement there.
How much fun is it to watch your offense when you have guys like Chico, KJ, and Tevin getting in double figures every night?
Oh, I mean, I'm really enjoying watching our team play. I think the unselfishness that we've been playing with, the way the ball is moving, the balance of inside scoring and perimeter shooting, we've made a lot of progress there. We've become a better screening team. And, the key for us now is to stay focused and keep getting better as we prepare for the weekend series coming up.
You talk about those multiple effort plays. One that stuck out for me, about 10 minutes left. You guys are up 20 or so, and Tevin falls down and then gets back up and is able to take the charge. What does that just say to you for in a situation like, hey, we're up, we're coasting home, for him to be able to still make that play?
Well, Tevin's a competitor. Sometimes we talked about this some when we had Ja. He's thin. And sometimes those thin guys get a label, soft or what have you. Tevin is a warrior. I mean, he every night guards the other team's best offensive scorer. Multiple efforts, took a big charge. We had the one stretch tonight, Jeff, where we defended really well all night, except that one stretch. They scored 6 straight possessions. Fortunately, we were still scoring, but it took the game from, I think, 24 back down to 16 or even 14. And I thought when we came out that last 10 minutes, I know we held them, I think, without a field goal the last 7.5 minutes of the game. And it was because of those type plays you just mentioned that Tevin made on the other end.
I know this was something you talked a lot about with Ja, that he played so many minutes, and you laughed and said his next coach can rest him. Is it overstated when you have to play this abnormal number of games with more that maybe worried about guys being tired or getting worn down, that they're 20 years old and they've got plenty in the tank?
I think so. I mean, it's already a shortened season as it is. We lost some of our games in November. So that's one thing about Tevin. His conditioning level is really elite. He doesn't fatigue. And we need him on the floor. And I think another big key for us getting better, Chico and KJ's conditioning has really improved. And they're able to play longer stretches. And KJ's been able to stay out of foul trouble and play a lot of minutes. So it's been good for us. I think has been a big part of us getting better. Obviously, you look at the shooting percentages and so forth. That's great. But I think our role definition and our team chemistry is really continuing to improve.
Last one for me, just in terms of success breeding success. We talked a couple weeks ago, maybe 4-6 weeks ago now, that you said your guys were frustrated. You could kind of see it in their eyes. Are you starting to see them now? The snowball's rolling downhill a little bit, and their confidence is growing.
I think so, Jeff. The consistent piece is the effort at the defensive end of the floor. But we've had some games where we just have not shot the ball well. We've missed open looks. We've struggled a couple games at the free throw line that played a factor. But I think when you see now with the improved execution and unselfishness, the shot quality is even better for us right now. And guys are gaining confidence and enjoying playing together. And I think that you can never overstate the value in that. And so I think that's important for us as we move forward, to continue to play with that unselfishness and guys believing in each other and stepping up. And, you can look at these last month, the number of possessions where a guy's got an open three, but makes the extra pass to the next player who's even more open and steps up and knocks it down. And that's what you want your team to be about.
With the weather now, what are the plans for travel, and what does preparation look like for this weekend?
We'll get together here and evaluate the travel. Tomorrow's an off day for us anyway. And our guys need the rest coming off these 3 games in 4 days. And then we'll get right back to work preparing for Eastern Illinois on Thursday. And then we'll see this Edwardsville team again Saturday. So the next 36, 48 hours will be time for our guys to recuperate and get ready for the final 2 weekends of the season.
Having played them once already, what's kind of the game plan, and what do you take from that game going forward into this one?
Oh, I think we're a different team. They're a different team, so we'll have to really study the recent games. Unfortunately, they've had, like all of us, all teams, unfortunately this year, issues with the COVID protocols and with injuries. So we'll have to evaluate who all is available for their team and get prepared and ready to go on Thursday.